Well, welcome to vlog 36. It's New Year's Eve. I'm down the workshop half a day, and I just thought I'd give you the update on the progress of the new workshop as promised. So in the week, well, first of all, I hope you all had a good Christmas and got exactly the gifts you wanted and ate plenty. In the week after Christmas, after Boxing Day, I've been down here just doing bits in the workshop and doing bits on the new workshop. But I just thought I'd give you a quick update of everything that's been going on. So we've now got rid of all the ivy off the side of the building and ripped all that down, which technically isn't ours. It was Bathwick Tyres' problem, but I know the actual owners of Bathwick Tyres, or the building, have been asking them to clear it up, and waited and nothing's happened. So we jumped up and got that sorted this week, burnt off most of the rubbish, but where it was quite damp, we've cleaned all down there again. I mean, this still looks a bit of a mess here, but it is so much better. I'm going to get all the fencing redone very soon, and we burnt off all the rubbish, but it did take a bit of burning because the ground was wet. Nothing else has been done on the front of the building apart from the new front door, which I'm pretty sure I've already put that on a vlog. So now inside it's a lot different. The floors have been sanded. We hired a diamond grinder and ground all, well, Sam ground all the floor up to bring that back to life. We've had 3 LED lights fitted, which I'll show you which they are. My one's pointing into this room up here at the moment. We had those 3 fitted straight away, so it would bring some light in here so we could work. I'm going to switch them off because I'm going to show you the lights that we are actually running. First of all, I wanted to thank Paul for those lights. He bought them down, so we're going to use them over the storeroom, and he bought over 5 round lights that are going to go in the tea room. But for the centre of the workshop, we're going to use something called high bays, which we went and collected them from a different electrical company. So if I can, that's them. Straight away, they're so bright. So that's these big high bay lights, which still need to be put to the right height. We've got them at 3 different heights at the moment, so we could see when we're upstairs the glare if you sat down or something like that. So it's a good job that Sam thought of that, really, because if we'd have stuck them where we was going to stick them, when you're upstairs you get so much glare off the light, that wouldn't have been that nice. I'll quickly show you the state of the truck at the moment. That's looking very sorry for itself. There's no front on it. We threw the front off at Brands Hatch. The car's really dusty at the moment from where we ground the floor. We're going to start this in the new year. We're not taking it apart too much. We've got to straighten a bit on the front. The front's got to be painted by Berkshire Body Shop, the new front, and then re-stickered. The grey pickup hasn't moved. My Chevy hasn't really moved. We've got to get on with Sam's Clio, which is just stored underneath there at the moment, on his first race, which he did really well. The engine's completely standard in it. Just I did a slight port job on the cylinder head, but it started to breathe, so we're going to do him another engine for that. I wanted to get him straight out in a pickup, but he wants to have another year in that, so we're going to do some work on that, hopefully change the colour and whatnot. This week he's been working on his van. He's had this van for a little while. We bought him this as a bit of a company van to run around in. It's got a VXR engine fitted in it. The van has just been a money pit, to be honest. So it's had all 4 brakes completely rebuilt, all the calipers rebuilt, new discs, new pads, everything was done on that. When it was having the brakes done over at my friend's shop, he wouldn't test drive it because he said it was smoking really bad. We got it back and realised the turbo had shit itself. So we bought a brand new standard turbo. This isn't modified in any way. Put that on and it's still leaking oil, causing boost problems and smoking quite bad. So Sam wanted to build the engine. So the engine's been out. We've changed it to Marl forged pistons with valve cutouts in it. We've put an inlet cam in it. Sam wanted a knife edge to crank, so he's knife edge to crank. It's fully balanced. It's got a TTV flywheel on it, an RET clutch kit that was supplied by Simon and Kurt and Jordan at Nevlock. And then for the past 3 days, Sam's got the engine in, built the gearbox back up. He had his friend Carl, or our friend Carl, from down in Andover, go over the gearbox for him and put the selector mechanism back together for him. And then him and James Graves from Jay's Automotive have been fitting it. Yesterday he couldn't get it to start, so I come over here with the multimeter and realised that we wasn't getting voltage to the injectors. So after diagnosing it for about 45 minutes, we found that one of the plugs that feeds the injectors with power had just gone a bit green where it had been left outside for so long. So we took that apart, cleaned it all up, and it fired straight into life. It sounds really nice actually. It's quite lumpy on idle, so we need to get that sorted. He's going to have to take it somewhere to get it now set up on the map, because the map was never perfect on it. So we're going to take it somewhere and get that mapped for him. And then I really want him to sell it. The old idea was I'd help him do it, but he had to sell it and either put the money into racing or have a more sensible car on the road. Sam works for me, and I don't really want him having something with 300 horsepower on the road, because he has to go to work every day, and I need him to be at work every day. So that's the plan. Whether that happens or not, God only knows, but hopefully it will. Over in this corner, we're just storing stuff at the moment for a guy until it's ready to go into the body shop. So in there is his car that he's having restored at the body shop, and a pallet full of spares. The black Chevy needs a lot of work at the moment. I've bought a new diff for it. I've got the original steering wheel for it and some other bits and bobs. So I want to get the scratch on the door sorted, which is just there, which I did on the drive at the house, and the little end cap of the mirror. And then Sam clipped the front bumper on my trailer, so that needs painting. So I'm hoping the body shop can get that in quite soon. But anyway, I'll give you a tour of the unit and what's happened so far. So this part of the unit is where the dynos go in. This is where the engine build room's going, so nothing's happened there at the moment. We've had all the Cat 5 cable fitted by Travis, so that's to have all the data in the building and CCTV on the outside. Then, as you can see, we've got mezzanine fitted now throughout the building. So it's all across that wall there and all the way down here. The stud work and the plasterboard started going on for the different rooms, which I'll show you in a moment. But the centre room, which you can see sort of like that there, that's going to be all glass fronted and lit up. That was kind of my vision, to have a really nice meeting room. At the moment, when people come in and want to discuss engines, we just lean over an engine and have a chat, which that's all well and good, but I want it a little bit more professional in this unit. So I still want to show everyone everywhere and show them what we do and get up to and whatnot, but the vision is to go somewhere really nicely decorated and sit and have a proper chat. So where the Clio is where the shop's going to be. So we're going to be selling memorabilia, nuts, bolts, tools, everything we could get in there. So my wife Tracy's going to run that. She'll be down here a bit more full time, so hopefully the YouTube channel and the social media thing will be a bit better. The shop is going to go from this line here in the ground straight down and across, so it's quite a fair size shop really. in the shop, we're gonna, like I say, what we're gonna sell. Tracy's gonna choose how that's all being decorated, but I believe she wants it all sort of like natural sort of wood and recycled wood on this wall, on the ceiling above here, and then along here there'll be a sliding door at the bottom to go into the workshop, and then this is all going to be windows with plasterboard and CLS style wool. Brad at BJT Mechanical has come and put the first fix plumbing in for me for the main toilet, the customer toilet. He's also ran the water pipes down here, because underneath the stairs I'm going to have a workshop toilet. So there's a hot and cold for the sink here, and then there's going to be also another feed for my washroom, which will be out the back. And then underneath the mezzanine is where all the machines are going to go. So part of this will be blocked off, and then all the machines are going to be nicely laid out. We're going to go for big LED panels. This will all be nicely finished. The floor's going to be nicely painted with a proper walkway. And then as we go upstairs, I mean, it's still got building stuff everywhere at the moment, but this is just to give you an update. So that first wall has been plasterboarded, so that needs finishing. All the first fix electrics have been done. So this room here, this first room, is going to be my computer room. So in here, in fact I'll just show you around the corner before I put this down. This is the power distribution board for all upstairs. And then if I can put this down here. So in here is going to be things like my camshaft tester, my valve spring tester, my injector tester. I'm going to have a bench along here with like a pin board for doing some basic wiring for cars. I'm going to have all my data books along this wall here with a bench. There's going to be a computer data port in here as well, which I think is down there somewhere, which Travis has put in. So this is going to be like a really nice clean room. So I can look up all my, if I need any data for downstairs, I can come, make a note, write it down, and everything's just kept in here nice and neat. And because it's got a door, things like my cam tester, my spring tester, other testers that I'm going to end up buying, they will stay clean and dry in here, and hopefully they won't suffer with any dust from downstairs. At the moment I'm forever cleaning them where the rooms are all open. So that's that room. Then what I like about this is it's a nice straight run. It's quite a nice wide corridor as well. There's going to be a window in this wall somewhere here just to let in a bit of natural light into the computer room, and also so I can see out and see over and things like that. So the room that we're going to go into in front straight away, this is going to be the tea room. So this has got sound deadening here, so it's really weird when you walk in here. It makes such a difference. This bit of sound, that wall sound deadened, and this wall has been sound deadened too, and the ceiling. So we're making this wall here out of plywood because there's going to be a TV on there, and then same on this wall here because this is where all the kitchen's going to go across here. And then we're going to have some kind of L-shaped couch here. I'll just put that down again. So there's going to be a kitchen along here, and then like an L-shaped couch here. And then this will be a door which is going straight into the, Brad's done this room for us, going straight into the bathroom. So we're going to have a toilet here, sink here, and then I'm going to have a glass shower here, in the corner here, so I can just have a shower before I go home. So this has all been plasterboarded now. We're going to do the roof next. There's going to be a towel rail here, and then in this little room here is where the water tank's going to go and all the plumbing and piping. So this is just a storage room. Then this part here is going to be storage for things like towels and spare clothes and whatnot. So what I'm really pleased about is Sam, Graves and my mate Carl has done most of this work for me. They've done such a good job. In fact, all of this work. Carl was here for a couple of days to show the boys how to start doing the timber work and whatnot, and then Graves and Sam have taken over and smashed it out, and they have done a fantastic job. Like I say, Brad come in to do the first part of the plumbing for me, so I can't thank Brad and his team enough for that. Everyone's chipping in brilliantly, which is fantastic. It's helping keep the cost down, because the money side of it's running out of control, and we're trying to sort out a problem with the rates people. They want me to pay rates on it because they're saying it's occupied, and I'm trying to say it's not occupied. It's not. It hasn't got any water in here at the moment, and we've only got basic electrics. None of the plugs work. But because I've got cars in here, they're saying that I've got to pay rates on it. So all the help that these boys are giving me at the moment is bloody brilliant. Anyway, over to this side of the workshop. Once again, we've got a nice wide corridor, so that goes all the way down like that. I really like how wide the corridors are. It should be a lot more spacious. I mean, this is a bit quirky, this room here, because this is going to be my head shop. So the head shop's going upstairs, so we're trying to find at the moment some kind of lift to go in this corner, so if there's anything really heavy we can just lift it into this room. And then also I want to keep a couple of these bays empty, because what I want to do is if there's any special projects that need to be kept out of the way and covered up, they can be done in this room here. So as you can see, there is plenty of PowerPoints going on here. There's going to be benches all the way underneath here. Once again, we've got CCTV up here plus data, and then over here we've done it where this bench is going to have a little bit of extra lighting to it with these, because what's going to go here is my Superflow machine. So I really want it nice and bright here, so I can see what I'm doing when I'm Superflowing the cylinder heads. I think the Superflow machine is going to go sort of here in the middle, and then these should let off quite a lot of natural light so I can see really well, and then storage for the Superflow underneath. And then what's great about this is the sealed room to the side here, which you can't really see in there, but that there is going to be my porting room. So now I'll be able to just go in here, port the cylinder heads, bring them around the corner, and double check to see what the flow's like. So this is getting there. There's a bit of plasterboard work to be done at the top there, and yeah, hopefully plastered and decorated very soon. So going back outside, back into the corridor, like I said, downstairs, this room here is going to be all this is going to be a glass fronted room. So in here I'm going to have some of my own personal memorabilia. I've got a TV going on this back wall, and then I'm going to sort of light up around the TV, and then I'm going to have different pigeonholes with different bits of my own personal memorabilia on there. We've got 8 LEDs going in the roof, and then 4 speakers in the roof as well. I want to make my own resin table for in here. I don't quite know exactly how yet. And the other thing that I want to do, but I've got a couple of friends saying yeah it'd be cool, but then a few other people are saying no, don't do it, including my wife. I wanted to do something completely different, and instead of having floor tiles or a laminate floor, have I didn't want carpet because I just wanted something completely different in here. So I was going to do a black AstroTurf, and then probably run the black AstroTurf up this one side of the wall, and then have something on the wall. So the black and the texture of the AstroTurf, whatever I put against that wall makes it pop a little bit. And then I thought it would just be unusual to walk on and be in here, and it would actually be a bit of a talking point. But my wife strongly doesn't agree with that. But I don't know. I don't know what I want to do there now. I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Do you think it'd be cool? Do you think it'd be a good idea, or do you think Tracy's right and I should just stick to some standardish, boring old flooring? I mean, I know what I want to do, but we'll have to see. On this wall here, there'll be some other feature going on. I don't know what. And then what is going to be quite cool is in this room here, this is going to be a hidden wall. So I'm not sure how we're going to do it. It probably will be a bookcase all along. I'll move that back so you can see. It will probably be a bookcase from here to here with some kind of hidden door, and then this is going to be just a normal office for paperwork and whatnot. I wanted it as a games room, so it might even end up being a games room. And then through here, at the moment this is a bit of a dumping ground for building material and bits and bobs like that. But yeah, look, PK Rippers on the floor. But this is probably going to end up being storage, because we need to get some good storage. What's definitely going to happen if I move this back and try and pick up a better angle, this will end up eventually being a doorway, so you'll walk into here, and then because the engine build room, albeit the roof of the engine build room is going to be higher than this floor, I think what's going to happen is this railing is going to go, the wall will continue all the way down, so it's a nice neat wall going down through the engine build room, through the dyno. So I think there's going to be a step up on top of the engine build room, and then this will just be racking with storage for customers' engines, spare parts, just everything really. Race car parts for mine and Sam's. I mean, problem with racing is you do need a lot of spares, so if we can keep all the spare bumpers, spare bits and bobs, wheels, tyres, suspension, all nice, neat, racked, so we know where everything is, so if any of us get a problem we can just run upstairs and grab it. So there'll be a little step onto here, and like I say, all panelled off nice and neat. Nothing will be done on the ceiling in here because it is strictly going to be storage, so I don't care about all the ceiling looking nice. I'm quite happy for it to stay like this. And also because it's got the clear panels, which I'll probably eventually get replaced, that will let in some nice natural light as well. So the LEDs that Paul gave me, they're going to go along here to light that up. And that's it, that's the update so far. There's still a lot to do, there's a lot been done. I'm now trying to get it done a bit quicker. If any of you guys have got any ideas of cool things to do, I'm after actually a sectioned engine to have on display, like what they used to have in colleges. So if anybody knows where there's one of those for sale. I have got another idea for an engine, which I'll tell you where I want to put it. Actually, let me just go back in here. So behind the glass door, well, like I say, all this part here is going to be fully glass. So the door will be in the middle, but here against this wall, what I wanted to do was, when Tracy, Sam and I went to America to the PRI show, we went over to the Lucas Stadium, and they had a V8 engine that was in complete bits, but it went from floor to ceiling, and it was all held together with thin strips of wire, and it looked fantastic. And I'd really like to copy that, but probably with a Cosy engine or a Vauxhall XE. So but that's probably something that I'll end up doing myself. But if anybody's got any memorabilia for my walls that they want to donate, then feel free to do that. That'd be great. But what do you guys think? I hope you like it. I mean, we've had it since July, so not a great deal's been done, but I haven't got the money to throw at it in one hit. Building materials are costly at the moment as well, so it's killing me off a little bit. But I'm hoping by the end of January the shop will be up and running, and I'm hoping by March we'll start be moving in and some machines will be put in place and be working. So that's my plan really, is to have it where if I've had the building for a year, but in a year we're in and we're running and it's completely finished, then I'll be pretty happy with that. But I'd love to know what you guys think of the work so far and what you think the unit's going to be. And I would love to know whether you think my black AstroTurf flooring is going to be cool or not. So yeah, leave a comment below please, that'd be great. So anybody that's subscribed so far, thank you very much for that. For anybody that's watched so far, thank you very much for that. If people that are watching could subscribe, it would help. If you could also hit the alert bell at the bottom, that helps the algorithms for me as well. Hopefully get the subscribers up. I hope you all have a bloody fantastic new year. A lot's happened in 2021 for me. We've gone from not owning a unit to owning a unit to doing a fair few races in the pickup. I want to thank all the team for supporting me with the pickup. They've been great. Really put themselves out to go to every meeting to make sure the car's done on time. The YouTube channel started in 2021 and we're up to, as of today, we was up to 178 subscribers. So thanks for that. It's been a big learning curve. I've gone from being mega nervous, not actually wanting to do the YouTube channel, to doing it and feeling a lot more confident. And hopefully the quality of the filming's got better. Next year we'll probably get some better cameras and whatnot, and try and push it on a bit more, and hopefully develop that side of it. Thanks to Tracy for doing it all the YouTube and whatnot. And yeah, it's been a full-on year. Just want to wish everyone a really great 2022. I hope it's everything that you want it to be. And I'm going to go and do a couple more jobs before I leave to go home. So this vlog will go up tonight, hopefully. Yeah, have a great New Year's, everyone. I hope you all get smashed and enjoy the night. And I'll see you next year.